Southampton v Liverpool starting 11. Seeing the dying embers of their top four hopes dim once and for all on Thursday night, Liverpool visits already relegated Southampton at St Mary's. Both sides are proud to fight on the last day of the 2022-2023 Premier League season. The final positions of both teams have already been confirmed. Liverpool secured a fifth-place finish and Southampton were doomed to rock bottom after a dismal campaign. Both of these clubs will be willing to make the 2022-2023 season history as soon as possible. Liverpool and Southampton have had very bad seasons to varying degrees. For Liverpool, the damage was done in the first two-thirds of the season. But they will add some positivity to the summer, which seems to have just turned the corner with an ongoing 10-game unbeaten streak. This included a 7-game winning streak that ended for the last time against Aston Villa at Anfield. It was a result that left the already weak Champions League hopes hanging by a thread. Manchester United then struck the final blow to make the top four unreachable by passing Chelsea on Thursday night, leaving Liverpool to play next-term Europa League football as a result of their lowest finishes in any of Jürgen Klopp's 7 full seasons in office. Klopp was willing to emphasize that fifth place is still a good result given where they sit just a few months ago. But in the transfer market this summer, there is no doubt that restructuring is necessary at Anfield, especially in midfield. Before that, the Liverpool side, more accustomed to fighting for the Premier League title in recent years, will try to finish a disappointing campaign at a high level, although nothing tangible depending on the match. The Reds have won 3 Premier League away games to show that travel sickness is now over, winning only 3 of their away starters this season and losing 8. Indeed, if Liverpool win on Sunday, almost half of the away points for the entire campaign will come in their last 4 such matches. Indeed, Liverpool could not have chosen a better final day opponent, having won 10 of their last 11 league games against Southampton and conceding just 5 goals in their last 13 games. Liverpool have also won each of their last 6 games on the final day of a season stretching back to 2015 to 2016, while Southampton have lost the last 2. They now find themselves in danger of 3 consecutive defeats for the first time since the 7 runs that ended in 1939. Even more worrying for the hosts is that the team that finished low in the Premier League has only won once in the last day in the last 20 seasons. Since neither side has anything to fight for, both managers may want to take the opportunity to say goodbye to some players who have left. The most notable confirmed breakaway is Roberto Firmino, who scored at the Anfield adieu last weekend and was suitably serenaded by the home fans, but will certainly get the final appearance of a sparkling Liverpool career at St Mary's. Naby Keita will miss her own goodbye on the field due to her injury. However, there may be roles for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and James Milner, the duo whose contract has expired. Milner will break a record on the 16th Premier League final day of his career. Klopp confirmed at the pre-match press conference that Ibrahima Konate and Andrew Robertson were suspects for the match, while Thiago Alcantara, Stefan Bajcetic and Calvin Ramsey remained on the sidelines. Darwin Núñez is back in full training and is available for visitors. Not wasting time voicing his disappointment at missing Champions League football, Mohamed Salah will look to maintain his blistering form in recent months, scoring 11 goals and conceding 6 goals, directly involved in more goals than any other Premier League player since the beginning of March. In light of all this information, Southampton's starting lineup is as follows: McCarthy in the castle, Bree at right back, Bednarek and Lianco at central defender tandem, Walker-Peters at left back, Ward-Prowse and Lavia in midfield. Walcott on the right, Alcaraz in the middle, Aliana Sissi on the left and Aribo on the forward. Liverpool's starting lineup is as follows: Alisson in the castle, Alexander-Arnold at right back, Matip and Van Dijk in tandem at centre back, Tsimikas at left back, Milner, Fabinho and Oxlade-Chamberlain in midfield. Salah on the right, Firmino in the middle, Diaz on the left. It's always hard to look for dead tires on the last day, but given their form over the last few months, it's almost impossible for Southampton to score in this match. They've been terrible at home, especially this season. So there is little reason to suggest that St Mary's supporters could give them something to shout about on the last day. Liverpool will need to motivate themselves after the disappointment of seeing their first 4 hopes mathematically ended just a few days ago. Therefore, Liverpool are close to victory. Liverpool are looking to sign a £87 million midfielder alongside Alexis Mac Allister. As the season comes to an end in Liverpool, the excitement in the transfer works is increasing. The Reds want to replace the midfielders who will leave in the summer with higher profile midfielders. Especially after the bad form this season, midfield problems came to the fore. Klopp, who wants to establish a team that plays for the Championship next season, insists on the transfer of a name he has been a fan of for years. Liverpool may turn their attention to signing Nicolo Barella after signing a deal for Alexis Mac Allister. Mac Allister will reportedly sign a transfer from Brighton after tomorrow's last day of the Premier League season. With a busy summer ahead for Liverpool, the Argentine's signature will start things off on a bright note. However, according to the information transferred from Italian sources, the Reds will definitely not be satisfied with this. They claim that after a complicated season, Jürgen Klopp will attempt a series of signings to take Liverpool back to the top next season. Mac Allister is said to be just the beginning. Liverpool may reportedly make a move for Barella following the expected arrival of the Brighton man. It is alleged that the Reds considered making an opening offer for the player playing in Inter Milan as a concrete. But it won't be an easy deal to make. Calciomercato claims Inter would need an impressive offer of around £87 million to consider selling the 26-year-old. However, such a fee is said to be within the reach of Liverpool. It is reported that the Italian side will have to think about it if they come across such a dizzying offer. If Liverpool weren't prepared to spend £87 million on Jude Bellingham, it's unlikely they would have set the same figure for Barella. It is true that agency fees will probably be much lower for the Italian international. But it should also be remembered that he is 7 years older than Bellingham. However, Liverpool clearly loves Barella. He is admired by club legends Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher and is a player who can solve most current midfield problems. If Barella himself had been pushing for this move, perhaps it would have been different. Reports claimed that the Inter man was actually happy to decline any offer and stay at Inter. Simone Inzaghi's team has won the Coppa Italia and has a Champions League final date with Manchester City in the June diary. So Barella has a very important match ahead of her and she is focused on it. It is expected that the Reds will make their concrete move against Barella after this final. Klopp's admiration for Barella is not hidden. Klopp has praised him in the past, and the player's profile fits his game well. Barella can bring a new era to Liverpool midfield due to both his defensive actions and his offensive contribution. Moreover, he is only 26 years old and has gained the necessary experience. If Liverpool's second midfield addition is Barella, they could be building a very good team.